Hello, friends. It's the Cinemondo podcast with Kathy and Mark.
And
baby Yoda,
Grogu.
aka Grogu.
Why did they call him Grogu? That's such a bad name.
It's his name.
It's not a good name.
His mother gave him that name.
No, it's a bad
Why do you not like the name? Because it's Grog. It's just
Grogu. It's like what?
Well,
Why?
what do you think of the title of this new movie?
Yoda is cooler than Grogu.
Yoda. But I remember thinking when Yoda first appeared, I thought that's a stupid name, Yoda.
Really?
And,
I thought of yodels. That old,
yeah.
Those
Yodels.
those snack cakes.
Well, people
that I used to eat as a
forget.
kid. Yeah.
People forget that. People that complain about the movies now, and they complain. It's not. People complained in the old days too, before the internet. They complained about the Yoda character looked like a puppet, and it sounds like Frank Oz, and and then they complained about the Ewoks, and those are going to be toys, and he's just marketing toys to us. And people used to complain about those movies, and even when the first Star Wars movie came out, people thought the robots were too silly, and that all the beepy and beep stuff, R2D2 and the C3PO. Yeah. But we got used to it. We grew into it.
Well, that was
we realized,
and people love it.
Yeah, and of course George Lucas has the last laugh because it just keeps going and going.
And keeps making shit like this that people buy.
Yeah, and this one is a film because The Mandalorian obviously was a series on Disney Plus, and this is a film that sort of ends. Yeah, I did too. And Jon Favreau was the showrunner behind that, or one of the showrunners, and he's directing this film, which is coming out May 22nd, called The Mandalorian and Grogu. So we obviously know what the story is basically about. Pedro Pascal is back as what's his name, Din Djarin or something. That was, I think, his name.
Din Djarin or something. Yeah,
Din Djarin. Yeah. Sigourney Weaver's in this, which is great. Jeremy Allen White plays something called Rata the Hutt, so it's probably just his voice.
That's crazy.
Yeah, and I'm excited to check out the first trailer.
I got a little bummed at Mandalorian eventually, because then I felt like it was just Pedro Pascal's voice, like they never showed him. And so then I'm like, why are you wasting Pedro Pascal in a show that you're never going to show his face? And then they would kind of give a little fan service, but I think season 2, he's not even in it. He just does voiceover. And then they show him at the very end. And then the last season, they just show him at all. Like, it's like, what?
But in a way, it's kind of cool. It's like, people that complain that Pedro Pascal is in everything. It's like, well, you can
who would complain about that?
Mandalorian.
No complaints about too much Pedro Pascal. That is not
people complain. You go on Reddit. There's a whole thing about how Pedro Pascal is totally, overused and
he's overused. Don't let him work. Don't let him do stuff. Don't let him give stuff to us. Don't do it.
Oversaturated. Yeah, ridiculous.
Assholes.
But anyway, people are going to watch this. I'm excited to be on the big screen. It's going to be the bigger sort of like IMAX experience of the Mandalorian. So that's kind of cool. So I'm excited to see the first trailer.
Pedro shows up in this. I want him to be in it.
Is he going to be in it?
He needs to be in it. I just as a moment at least. I'm just gonna remind us that yes, he is in this movie.
Right.
All
right. Shall we roll that trailer? Okay. We're all ready?
Yes.
Everybody quiet. Hold the work.
Yeah, the music's
impressive.
Whoa.
Wow, Imperial Walkers.
Wow. That's great. What was that?
He's one of those little engineer guys.
Yeah.
That was so cute. I have an engineer guy too.
Baby.
Somewhere. I love the engineer.
I think the music by I think his name is Ludwig Göransson. I think it's just that's
Yes.
really iconic music for that
That
series.
little
It's
lilting.
When you
it's
heard it
good.
come
It's
in
like
there.
John Williams
Da, da,
stuff.
da, da,
It's
da.
really
Yeah.
Yes,
it's
very.
up to that caliber to me. You know, it's
So
really
Yes.
good.
It's that's a thing that's really hard for composers to do, is to come up with that memorable, that classical riff, that iconic, like
so good.
whenever you hear it, you're in that world now,
Yeah.
like
And
the dun 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 dun,
Yeah.
and you know what that is just from me
Yeah.
humming it.
Yeah.
Right. Yeah.
And it's that
So-
John Williams thing of having a little theme song for every character. Too.
Yes.
So
Right,
do a little
right.
bit of that where each character comes on and has a little lilting soundtrack. It's very cool.
Yeah. And when you
Right.
hear that music by itself, you picture Luke Skywalker looking at the suns, or you picture Princess Leia, and it's music is so important. And
So important.
I got a little bit goosebumpy when I heard
It
the
is.
theme come in
Oh,
on this
I
one.
know. Me too. It looks so
Yeah.
fun. I'm definitely seeing this in theater.
Oh, yeah,
Definitely
yeah.
seeing it.
This
There's
will
no
be
way.
a huge IMAX Star Wars experience. It looks really good in the
good.
trailer, some of the action shots.
Yes.
And of course, it's going to have the cute, obviously, Grogu and the cute characters. That,
Got to.
Star Wars is known for. They're known for it. Every movie has had that. Everyone.
And the Imperial Walkers, those are such iconic things from the Star Wars, the original trilogy, that everybody remembers that.
Yeah.
Hoth, the snowy battle scene with those things stomping around, and
So
it's like
good.
we get to see them here again, and I've always kind of wondered why they never did too much
I
with
know.
those. They did some in the animated things, but
right.
it's so cool to see those again, and it looks like
Mhm.
wow, they got them walking up a cliff. And
Well, I was
It
going to
looks
say,
so
like, what?
iconic.
Yeah, but
Yeah.
it's not the best, I think, vehicle to go up a steep cliff.
Yeah.
I think one pebble and it goes over. Kind of.
yeah,
Yeah.
oops.
Whoops. But I do love it because I feel like you're seeing more overlap into the Star Wars movies, which I really like.
Yes.
Like you're seeing some iconic imagery coming in and kind of just little touches here and there that makes it feel very like unique to that franchise. It's so
Yeah.
good.
You don't really know what the story is, but you
No
know
idea. It
that
doesn't matter.
yeah, it's
It-
kind
Doesn't
of
matter.
You had a
Yeah.
hint of Jabba the Hutt, but it's not Jabba the Hutt. It's Rada the Hutt. So
it looks
you
like
get
Yeah,
some
that's
kind
right.
of like a strong version or a scary, intimidating version of a
Yeah.
hut.
Yeah, the Hut was being kind of badass.
And
Yeah.
that's Jeremy Allen White from the what's it called? The show that he's in.
The Bear.
The Bear, yeah.
The Bear.
He's
And
from that.
Springsteen.
And he had to
there's-
put on a certain number of pounds to get the part. And
He did. Which is a shame. Because mostly I remember him from the Calvin Klein ads.
Yeah, right,
Also
right.
burned into my brain. I hope that we see Pedro in this. I would like to see Jeremy Allen White, but I don't know how that's ever going to happen because
probably not.
Probably,
yeah.
probably not.
well,
Probably
he's
not.
animated.
But it might be, there might be some kind of face, you might have done some facial performance, where like, Josh Brolin is Thanos and all.
And I'm very happy that Sigourney Weaver's in it because
Oh, I know,
it
it's so
elevates
cool.
it too.
I like the little tie-in with obviously I won't call him Baby Yoda. I don't care. Like when
Right.
he's trying to get the thing and she stops him. That's pretty funny.
Right.
I like they start off with a little humor and ended on a little humor, and then they put a bunch of epic stuff in between. Those
Right,
were really
Yeah.
great.
Looks
Oh, I
like
can't
there's
wait.
a lot of things
I'm
happening.
a sucker
which
for
is,
this, but I love the Mandalorian.
Yeah, it's going to be in early summer. It comes out May 22nd of next year, so it's going to be the kind of like maybe the first tentpole movie of the summer season.
so good.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So good. All right, let us know. Are you
Mandalorian and
excited
Grogu.
for the Mandalorian? There's going to be so many more trailers and promos. We'll cover them for sure.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Looks
All right,
cool.
everybody. Take
All right.
care. Star Wars forever.
Yeah.